Okay, so now we're going to move into a time of student testimony. And may y'all please give a warm welcome to Brandon Lopez. So Brandon, first question is, what's your spiritual background and what was life like growing up?
So life for me growing up, I grew up Catholic, and my parents would take me to church, but the only reason that we really went to church was so that we could get our confirmation, our sacraments, and all of that. So once we got that done, we never really went back, so I never really got to understand what the gospel was and who Jesus really is. And after that, like a few years later, my grandma had passed away, and at the same time my parents were going through a divorce. So once all that happened, I was kind of thrown in the middle of everything since I'm the oldest, and that caused me to have a lot of stress, to have a lot of depression. And the way that I had coped with that was by drinking, by partying, and just going out, clubbing and all that. So my friend had noticed this, and she had told me, hey, I realized that you're drinking a little bit more than normal. Is everything okay? And I had told her everything that I was going through, and she was like, hey, I go to church on Fridays. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, I'll go. And she said, but it's a Christian church. And I had told her, I'm open to it. It's fine. So I went, and they explained to me what the gospel really was, who Jesus was, and how he died for my sins, and how I received salvation, not by these traditional things like the way the Catholic Church had taught. So that night was the night that I gave my life to Christ. And ever since then, I've been growing in my faith as much as I can.
Can you share with us, how did you first get involved with the BSM? Because it was not that long ago. And how have you grown in your faith since then? What was that like?
So the way that I found out about BSM was my sister actually sent me a picture of one of y'all's signs on the grass. She was like, I know that you're growing in your faith, so why don't you check this out? They say they have Bible studies. So I signed up for a Bible study, and that's where I met Joseph and Paige. She was right there, and Paige. And the way that's helped me grow, I've just gotten more confident in sharing the gospel, and I just love being around people that have the same mission, which is they're on fire for Jesus and they want to spread the gospel to as many people as they can.
That's awesome. Okay, last question. So this is Brandon's first semester as a leader at the BSM, and it's his second semester. Yeah. Second semester being a part of the BSM. So we're super excited and grateful that you're a part of this new family. And so the last question I have is, what is a prayer request that you'd like to share with us? And I actually asked Joseph Porter to come up on stage. And after Brandon shares his prayer request, Joseph is going to pray, because Joseph is, along with Paige, one of the first people that he met here at the BSM, and was a small group leader. So really sweet. But go ahead, what is a prayer request that you'd like to share with everyone about how you'd like to grow in your faith this semester?
So my prayer request would be wisdom, knowledge, and just more confidence to share the gospel wherever I go.
All right, that's a good prayer request. Please pray with me. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing all of us to come here and to worship you and to just be in fellowship with each other. Lord, I pray for Brandon and for all of us here for wisdom and guidance as we go through our Christian walk. Lord, you say that when we ask for wisdom, we will receive it, right? And Lord, I also pray that we run with endurance the race that we have for us, that we always continue growing, that we always go through our lives wanting to better imitate you, God. And Lord, I pray for Brandon that he keeps that true to his life as well as the rest of us. Amen.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Joseph, and thank you so much, Brandon, for sharing your testimony with us tonight.